Ooh, ooh, ka-choo. What's going on, guys? It's Exonerated. Welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. Man, I've been crazy busy. Crazy busy. Let me get my jetpack. Wow. Alright. So I went ahead and moved over the AE system, got it all set up in the floor. I think I did that last time. And over here, we've been steadily working on our little lava ender tank of amazing ender tank lobbiness. But I think we're going to have to. I'm currently filling up barrels, and I think we're going to have to turn these off. What am I doing? What am I doing? Let me put it back. There's a better way. There's a better way. And I can't tap that, so we're just going to have to leave it as it is. Anyway, we'll disconnect this one. We'll leave this one going. What we're going to do is turn off that pipe. Oops, turn on that pipe and let the lava flow so we can get some power into these engines. We're definitely going to want to start feeding this side again. Actually, I'm going to turn off that barrel too. Because today we are working on starting up a brand new system. See, I've got some ore, but I don't have a lot of ore. And I want a lot of ore. So, what I did was I took the remaining ore, take this off, I took the remaining ore that I had, and I fashioned up some stuffs, and this is what we have right here. This is the... What in the world is... Oh, they must have... I updated the mod pack and they changed the animation. So anyway, I went through and I decided to set up not one station for creating minerals, mine items, metal. There we go. I'd have found the word eventually. So I set up not one station, but two. And I have them mirroring each other. So basically, they'll go through, they'll produce, gravel, sand, and dust, and funnel it into the middle here, into these three caches. And then these three caches will go straight down, of course, into our automatic sieves. I went ahead and put some speed upgrades in our automatic sieves. And then they come through into this system. Now, everything right now comes down into this system. And everything else is going to go in here. So basically, I've got one of these set up for powdered dust, one of these set up for crushed ore, and the other one set up for broken. They're going to feed into this auto packager. This guy is going to spit them out here as blocks. Now, if they are not dust blocks, specifically, if they are not dust blocks, then they are going into this hammerer. This hammerer also has some speed upgrades. He shoots them back into this chest, but I gotta change that. I need to change that to... He shoots them back into this chest. So we're gonna disconnect there, and disconnect there. So the auto hammer will go through and shoot everything it spits out back into here. And then this guy, he's gonna turn around, take all of this stuff, combine it again, and block it back up. What we're looking for is to get these dust. Now these dust, I have them fed into this interface right here. This interface runs a line underneath the building, goes into our AE network, and we have that interface feeding those guys this way. So I've got two buses. I've got an export bus with all of the ore dust going into a pulverizer, and then it goes into a redstone furnace and gets fed back down into the system. So basically what we've got going on is we've got a double system underneath producing metal, this guy right here pulverizing it once it gets into dust form, and this guy turning it into ingots so that we have ingots for days and days and days and days. Now there are a couple of little hang-ups here. For instance, there are some things that are going to sieve out that aren't going to fit in these three filters, and for that we're going to have to figure out a different routing method. We want to use this same pipe, but maybe we bring it down this way and feed into this interface. I think that's probably going to be the better idea. So what we'll do is we'll set up a filter here. Let's grab some reinforced. No, we want filters, not servos. All right, so we got our filter there, and let's see, we've got a couple of them right here. Those guys are definitely going in there, so let's go in, whitelist. That's them. And then let's check in here. Certus quartz, that's going to have to be in that. There we go. Check this one. This one's got 4. And all of those are going to have to be in there. Now, we're going to need more than this, just this filter. And so for that, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and connect this guy up over here to the network as well. And then we'll have it be, what's the word I'm looking for? Symmetrical. That's the word I'm looking for. So we're going to do this, and we're going to say whitelist only and leave it alone. We're going to make sure this one is, yep, set to whitelist. So now all we've got to do, all we need to do is hook up some power. This is going to be a huge power drain on our current system because we do not have any kind of like threshold here, no kind of like storage. But we're going to go ahead and do it. That's the hookup right there. And now you'll see all of the machines kicking into gear. These guys on the left were already making stone, but these machines are finally getting a little juice. Now, all of these machines that I've made are all resonant on both sides. I do have the speed upgrades in most of them, but not all of them. I did the best I could do. And these guys are firing right through stuff. So let's start looking at more of these. Powdered lead ore. Oh, wait, we've got to connect them. So let's connect these guys. Let's connect. No, not what we wanted to do. We're going to put you down. There we go. That's what we want. And we're going to put you down. And come on now. And you. There we go. Now they should empty into the system. What we need to do, put that speed upgrade back in there. Alright, this guy is not unloading, so let's go ahead and get some servos and make sure it unloads. And we're going to drop down. Empty. And that'll do that. That guy will kick out. This will kick out. And last but not least, this will kick out. Now we don't want anything to go someplace where it isn't allowed to go. So there's going to be some things that just don't get pulled, and then there's going to be others that shouldn't be pulled. Now I know glowstone doesn't have a home. Blaze powder doesn't have a home. So let's check that. Make sure there's nothing in there. This thing, whitelist specifically, so we need emerald and we need apatite. So let's go ahead and give them a home right here. Emerald and apatite. Cocoa beans is another one. Exotic seeds. And we may have to add some more down the line, but charged certus. That's another one. So you can see it's feeding those in there now. And what I'll have to do is connect that to the system. Let's dump all this stuff off. And we're going to put these in here. And that's it for that. How to get some dust. I don't want any dust. So we're going to put that away. There we go. And let's go ahead and feed these guys into the system. Alrighty. So far so good. We seem to be maintaining. Alright, sorry about that random pause there. Had a bunch of noise and people come in. So I went through and I've been doing a little bit more work off camera since the random cut, and everything seems to be going pretty good. I've had a couple of things pop up here, but so far nothing these filters aren't handling rather. I did go through and add some ME controllers. I wanted to make sure I had plenty of storage for this system and plenty of channels. I went over here. I don't have enough Skystone to really do everything I could possibly do, so I set up a barrel back here kind of in this lava workshop, and I have an export bus on it feeding Skystone dust to it, an import bus on the bottom that's taking in Skystone blocks, and we're going to go ahead and connect this up to our ME system too. I wish I had elevators, then I wouldn't have to keep taking off my jetpack, but I don't. So, we're just basically going to, well, I guess we're just going to come down this line here, because we don't really care. This is our workshop, so it doesn't have to be pretty. And right there. All right. And that'll hook up and kick in, and then that should take care of our Skystone problem. So we'll check it out as soon as those channels, all right, the device is online. And let's test it by throwing in one. And Skystone is not coming out. So let's check that guy. We're going to check this input one down here. That's a Skystone block, that's why. Whoops, where'd you go? Get back here. Alright, it got sucked in. So I pulled out the original Skystone, not the Skystone block that's been smelted. So let's get that, because we want... Actually, that might work the way it is. Export bus. It's not pulling lava, obviously. I put that in, and it's gone. Okay, well, that'll work. Alright, so I've put 2 of them in there. Let's check it out and see how it's doing. There's 2. Maybe we need an accelerator card. Let's check that out. Get one of those, put that in. Because this guy doesn't seem to be feeding properly. Unless it has to go on top, and that's entirely possible too. Let's do that. Let's turn this guy around. Put you down. You're an export bus with sky dust. Grab one. And there you are. Yep, lava fills up, and you're gone. Alright, that's perfect. So that'll take care of our Skystone dust. We won't have to worry about that. And then we can just cook it off when we need to. Now you're asking what I even need the Skystone blocks for, and I was using it to make the controllers for the ME system, these guys right here. But I wanted to make sure I had them still for other things as well. This guy is doing okay so far. Let's go ahead and check out our dust situation. I got aluminum ore dust. That is not processed. Let's check and make sure that's on our list. It is. Let's go ahead and... It's not letting me stick it in there for some reason. Alrighty. Not quite sure why that is. 1505, 1505. That might not be something that's subject to doubling like all the other dust are. That aluminum ore might be a 1-to-1, which that would be a little crazy. That makes sense. There's the gold. There's the ferrous. Still got some pulverized shiny in there. But if we look into our system, we just type in ingots. Oh, ingot. There we go. Let's sort them by the number of items. See if we see any movement here. And none. But I know it's making them. Let's make sure our... Yeah, they're not storing there. So let's See if we notice anything going up. It should still, yeah, there we go. We just saw some iron jump up. So the system's working as intended. And the skystone dust over here, that's working as intended. So I think what we're going to do for some of this stuff is we're going to hook up caches with some storage buses. And I think that'll keep the ME system pretty clean. Probably fill in these other 5 drives with 4Ks. Let's check out, we got 5 of them. So let's check out 1K. We need 15 of you guys. Hopefully we have 15. There we go. I had exactly 15. All right, and then 4K. Let's do this. I got 5 of you, and let's make that into a drive. You guys. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So that'll give us plenty of storage, I think, and then we'll be able to keep everything else kind of from cluttering up by using the caches. I really like this container. Maybe we make some storage buses. Bus. We are gonna need to make some pistons. Can I get a stack? All right. So let me set up some recipes for our system, because what we need to work on is molecular. This guy, molecular assembler. I got one, but I definitely need to make some more. And we're going to need interfaces like crazy. So interface in your face. We are out of these cores. So let's check this out, and we're out of that. All right, so yeah, I have to do a lot of crafting. So let me take care of that, and yeah, I'll be back. All right, I'm back. I had to do a little automating. I needed a way to get completed circuits, and this was it. So basically what I'm doing is I am adding circuits and dumping them into that thing right now. And we're going to do this. And we're adding that circuit in there. Like that. And then the last one. And we're adding this circuit in here. And then what we're going to do is tell it we want to keep 32 of these. Now this will be real important in a moment, but right now, basically what we're trying to do is set this machine up so that it stockpiles a certain number of them for us, keeps them on hand so we don't have to worry about them. And there we go, and that's that. So basically what I've got going on here is I have the first 3 portions. These are all set up to print the top part of the processor. And then this part right here will print the silicone. And then redstone goes in the middle, silicone goes in the bottom. One of these 3 guys goes in the top. And ta-da, that makes our finished processor. And then it comes and spits it back into the interface, which keeps them on hand for us. And so what we want to do is we need to get a terminal going. So let's get a terminal, a pattern terminal. Let's get a pattern terminal going. We don't have any more screens. Let's see here. Pattern terminal. Terminal. Okay. Crafting terminal. Of course, we're running into a situation where we need those formation cores. So let's do that. And I just put one in there. It just took it from me, and it didn't make it. Formation. Let's try that again. There it is. All right, cool. So now we got our terminal. And we want to cut into this guy. but we're out of gold, so we need another gold one, which I just so happen to have right now. Alright. We're going to put this guy in here. We're going to get our terminal. And now we need a pattern terminal. All of this to get around just to do a couple of simple automated tasks. This guy right here. That's what you wanted, isn't it? A crafting terminal. We need to do that first. There's our crafting terminal. And then we want our pattern terminal. Alright, there we go. So now we can set up the system to craft patterns and whatnot. And that's what we need. So let's look at blank patterns. And we're going to make these guys up like so. And I'll take 43 of them. That's fine. We're going to put you in here. And the first thing we want to do is make crafting cards. Let's check this out. Let's make one of those. We're going to need it. Alright, and then we're going to need the following. We're going to go ahead and first work on our gold one, because that's the one we keep using up the most. So, let's see, I'll do that. And I'm going to get this started by dumping off 4 gold, 4 redstone, and 4 silicone. We're going to dump those off, have them do their thing. We need a gold processor, and this will get it to us. Silicone in the bottom. Come on. And there we go, making our processor. And we're going to take it. We took it. All right. So this is what we need now. We're in the wrong terminal. We need to be in this one. We want to say that using a processing, we're going to take 1 redstone, 1 silicone, and 1 gold ingot, and we're going to craft a logic processor. We're going to make that recipe. So there we go. Let me dump some of this off while I'm here. Alright, so there's the recipe for our logic one. Now we're going to switch it out, and we're going to say diamond. We're going to put a diamond in here, and we're going to say you craft that guy right there. And that's our second pattern. And then we want Certus. We want the pure Certus to use. And we're going to put this calculation press in there, and we're going to encode that. So now we got patterns in place to tell this unit here, this is how we make each of these 3 things. We're going to put those there, dump those in there, dump that in there, dump that in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a crafting card in, and that tells this interface, look, we want 32 of each of these processors, and if you don't have them, you can make them. It'll look for the pattern in the system where it'll find it right here, and then it'll just simply craft them. So if we go through, and nope, and we go through and we hook this up to our AE system right here, what you should see is this chest should start filling with items soon. Don't make a liar out of me. Wow. It crafted up 32 pretty quick. Oh, I must have had them in the system. Well, it should definitely be spitting gold in there. And it's not. Let's give this a priority number. I don't see anything moving. You should definitely be dumping in there, though. Alright, let me work some more on this. Alright, I'm back. And yeah, you can't craft without a crafting CPU, can you? So I've got some crafting units here, and basically I'm just waiting on some processors to go ahead and make. We're going to make a 4K unit, but in order to do that, we need a 3K unit, so there's that. 4K. There is that. What do we need in the middle? Quartz glass. Can we make some of that? We can make that for days. Let's do this. Alright, there's our 4K. And if we just put our crafting unit with our 4K, there's our 4K crafting unit. And now all of a sudden we're cooking with gas. Let's pull this guy from here. And we're going to go ahead and pop him in there. And come on, homie. There you are. Alright, there's our crafting process. So now, these guys should be able to craft, if I tell them to, however many I need. So, let's make it a stack. Let's make sure we have a stack in here. This guy should be able to do it no problem now. And there we go. Let's dump them in. They're going in right away. And let's do the same with these guys. Let's do a stack of each. And that is them. Alright, are we dumping stuff off now? Hopefully that works. What's going on in our CPU? Yeah, we're crafting engineering ones. Supposedly, but I don't see any diamonds in there. I do not see any diamonds. There's the engineering press. No diamonds are going into that unit. Even though it says it's crafting it. You are not crafting it, sir. Alright, well, I'm going to have to continue to play with this. In the meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. We did get a lot of work done, but not quite as much as I wanted done. The automated stone is doing well. I did check further on the aluminum, and it's just not splitting it in the pulverizer, so that means it just needs to go straight to a redstone furnace, and that's fine. I've actually crafted up another redstone furnace that I'm going to use, but it's not showing up. I think I have it upstairs. But basically, I crafted a redstone furnace that I'm going to use in order to fast smelt a lot of things and set that up for automation. So until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, I apologize. I'm derping around here. Yeah, but we'll get it working. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.